Hey guys. Hey guys. Probably said that twice. Yeah, talk about Smallville. So, as we all know, there are only 10 seasons on the air of Smallville that CW did, but they continued it in comic book form called Smallville Season 11. Now, if you're wondering about it, this comic takes place like 6, 7, maybe 8 months after the season finale in season 10. Now, I do want to go on to say here real fast that I did not finish Smallville yet. I'm still on season 7. I just got to Supergirl, so uh, I know that, I probably shouldn't be reading the comic, but it's got fucking Batman, dude. And, I don't know well you can see it. Batman. So, and I love Batman, and I actually do like the show Smallville. I'm not a huge Superman guy. I plan on getting some Superman comics because I want to read Superman, you know, because I do somewhat enjoy him. He's just not my favorite. I personally think he's too overpowered, and I feel like in Smallville they find these weird. Smallville has this problem of how do we weaken Clark? So like give him some red kryptonite or amnesia or have him switch bodies, stuff like that. So, but anyway, we're not talking about the show. Well, I guess we are kind of talking about the show. We're talking about the comic. We're talking about season 11 comic, volume 2 Detective. So, I will say that Batman in this, he looks very CW style. Like if they did make a CW Batman, I feel like this is what he'd look like and what he'd just the way he looks and stuff. Although, here, I'll just go on and read a few things. So the comic starts off with, by the way, in case you're wondering, I don't have the first volume. It was too expensive. So the thing was like 30 some dollars, but like this one was 10. So, but anyway, we start off in the Fortress of Solitude. I don't know why you can see that. And Lois is in bed and she goes to Clark. He's on the Kryptonian computers and stuff. And Lois is asking him to come back to bed, and she's trying to pull him, but she can't. So he comes back to bed eventually. And then we go to Gotham City. By the way, I'm sorry if you can't see the comic that well. I do apologize. So I know I don't have the best camera. I am working on getting a better camera. I'm just poor. So anyway, this is interesting. We have a Nightwing in this who is female and is Barbara Gordon. So in the Smallville version of Batman, Barbara Gordon is Nightwing, which I think is very interesting. So, and then of course, Batman shows up. So they're interrogating a guy here, and Batman says, pack up, we're going to go travel. She's like, why? We aren't finally taking a vacation, are we? He's like, nope, we're going to Metropolis. So right there. And then we have, Lex Luthor, who, by the way these characters are drawn from Smallville, they look like the actors from Smallville. So it's really cool they did that. Lex looks pretty good in white. So Then, sorry, I'm just going through. And Daily Planet, Lois Lane, Buffett and Jimmy Olsen. So, by the way, there's only really 2 spoilers from this I saw, which is, Lois is, Mrs. Kent. So, you know, uh, Clark and her got married, which, all right. I personally don't like the actress, but 7th season right now. I'm sure maybe they'll change my mind because there's been actors I don't like in show, and then one season I'll all of a sudden like them, and I'll be like, holy cow, I can't believe I hated this like actor or actress for this long. Like they're amazing this season. By the way, just to say, I like Clark's Superman suit. Trying to see who he fought. He fought. Can't really find his name. I'll find it later. Yeah, I'll find his name later. He defeats like this one villain. So he froze him with his breath and then heated his face with laser vision. And then, by the way, I probably should have started this off by saying I'm going spoilers. And then we have Mr. Wayne. We got Barbara, who looks pretty good. Right up there. Well, you can see it. Let's move along here. Got Barbara talking to not really sure who she's talking to. Although Bruce Wayne is talking to what's his name? Lex Luthor. And then Superman is talking to Lex. And Lex mentions Green Arrow, which is right over here. I know it's very blurry, and every time I show it, it's not that great. I do apologize. Try and show it from here. Maybe the light will help. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna turn the laptop up a bit. Maybe that would help you guys. All right. Right there. So, which by the way, Green Arrow is in this comic, and he looks just like Justin Hartley. Oh yeah, I really like this too. Superman's cape. It's got the black on the back. I really like that. I always thought his cape was cool like that. So, and then there's a prison there's some kind of prisoner in a prison who has information that Batman needs, and Batman just breaks in and interrogates him. And then, out of nowhere, Superman comes, and Batman charges up his fists and beats the shit out of Superman right there. He bitch slapped him. So, oh yeah, another thing to mention. I am spoiled about Chloe being married to Oliver. So that's about really the only spoilers that's in this for me. Yeah, they're talking about some. Chloe is still dealing with the fact she saw her doppelganger from another Earth, you know, die. So, because that would affect you if you saw yourself die. So, all right, this is actually a song I disliked, and that is Batman's cape. I think it looks a bit too Slender Man-y. Know what I mean? Actually, you'll know what I mean because there's one part in this comic you'll see. So, oh yeah, prisoner's running away, and Nightwing chases after him, and she gets stopped by Justin Hartley's Green Arrow. I don't know. Well, you can see that. I'm hoping you can. So, Batman and Superman are fighting, and Superman says, why are you trying to break Bruno Manham? I can't pronounce it right. Jail. He has information, Batman says, and Superman says, about what? And Batman yells at him, about the man who killed my parents. And then Superman takes the prisoner. Batman kind of gets the information he needs. Going through this a little bit. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I kind of missed. I forgot to mention it, but he knows Bruce. He's Bruce Wayne, Batman. So I forgot to show that. I forgot. Sorry. This one I really like. It's Superman activates the bat signal. So. So this is the part I'm talking about where like the cape looks too Slender Man-y. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's just sort of everywhere, like tentacles. So, and Lex is like reviewing the battle between them. So, and Batman and Superman decide to work together to find Joe Chill, the man who killed Batman's parents, who did kill Batman's parents in the comics. So, fast forward, we meet Joe Chill finally, but he is in a wheelchair in a safe house. So, and we sort of just go into the story of Batman. This comic is more like an origin for Batman to bring him into the Smallville comics. So, and then I don't really know who this is. Maybe they said his name and I just forgot, but there is Loomis, and it's some guy with a cowboy hat with a pistol. So, and Mr. Freeze. So we got one of the Batman villains, and I don't know if Loomis is also a Batman villain. Loomis sounds familiar. I'm wondering if he's a Batman villain too. So if he is, I don't remember. Lois goes, and I'm not sure who this really is. Maybe it was in the first volume, but she's talking to someone. He kind of looks like Toyman. So, They probably do say it, and I just don't remember. Scott. Yeah, Lois just sort of talks to this guy, and then we have an epic battle between Mr. Freeze, Batman, and Superman and Loomis. You know, they're trying to protect Joe Chill so they don't kill him. And then, this is very interesting. Loomis has these bullets that that sort of ricochet off Superman, and they go towards Batman. So it kind of looks like a not Deadshot, Darkseid's like laser beams from the comics. You know, where he shoots laser beams at Justice League, they can they follow you everywhere. Batman actually outmaneuvers Darkseid, and Darkseid's very impressed by that in the comics. Oh, and then in the comic we have Superman facing kryptonite bullets. So Mr. Freeze and Batman. Oh, and then then Joe Chill got frozen by Mr. Freeze and broken apart, so he died. Batman, of course, is very upset by that. But then, laying down covered in blood, we have a shot Superman with kryptonite bullets. So, and Batman attempts to save him. And then we get the fucking Batmobile, which is awesome. So, Green Arrow and Lois are, trying to get there in time also. Very interesting. Lois calls Oliver Ollie. So, I always say that because, Oliver, Laurel called Oliver on Arrow Ollie. So I found that interesting, but maybe that's just how he's calling the comics from his friends. Yeah, we have this whole like chase going, and Batman is attempting to save Superman from the bullets in his chest. So, oh yeah, this is really fucking cool. The wheels on the Batmobile like turn all of a sudden. It like turns the Batmobile around and stuff. Freaking metal, dude. Even Oliver Queen and Lois are like totally shocked by it. And Batman takes the kryptonite bullets out, and they say at one point like, hold on. Yeah, I can't find where they said they do tell Batman Superman needs sunlight, and Batman charges up his chest, which is very interesting idea for Batman to have like kind of a glowing, kind of Tony Stark like chest piece. So very interesting. Then later on, Superman's feeling much better, and he and Superman or a couple of new suits, and they go in the Bat submarine. So, and Loomis has kind of betrayed Mr. Freeze at one point. So, along with these suits are very interesting to me. Imagine if they actually did do a season 11, they were allowed to have Batman in there and wear this stuff. Ah, we can only dream. Barbara Gordon looking really good, and getting ready to kick some ass. Oh, and then this is pretty cool. Uh, Green Arrow versus Mr. Freeze, and he's got a punching bag, or not punching bag, sorry, boxing glove arrow. So, but that's the classic Green Arrow I like. Not Killer Green Arrow. And then Batman and Mr. Freeze, they fight, and he stops Mr. Freeze. So, by the way, Mr. Freeze's suit looks like it's from the Arkham game. Um, oh yeah, I love this. Superman carries the submarine, and Batman is like, I have never seen anything like this before. So, and then Clark's like, you guys mind giving me a hand? And Green Arrow says, like how? And Clark says, maybe help me find someplace to put this down. Oh, and then I really love this. It's Bruce Wayne, and he goes to the alley where his parents died. And this is a really sweet moment to me. So, like, my adoptive, Superman talks about, my adoptive mother is still alive, though. Do you see her often? I visit Martha every chance I get. Mine wore pearls, always kind. That's what I remember most. Her name was Martha, too. And Superman asked, and your father? And Bruce Wayne says, my father, he was a giant. And then Superman says, they always are. And it shows Jonathan Kent with long hair, I see. So, Batman just goes into, about, Joe Chill killing his parents. And then he leaves roses in the alley. And it's kind of a bittersweet ending to the comic. And then we have Green Arrow and Chloe talking. So can't really tell if this. I think it's Chloe. It has to be because there's no way it's Barbara Gordon, but she says that she's pregnant. So, and then it ends with Lex Luthor talking to. Is this Lois? No, it's not Lois. Can't really tell who that is. Hmm. Maybe it says it somewhere and I just missed it. So it's been a little bit since I last read this. So, because I only read this like maybe once or twice. So, Loomis, though, he seems very familiar. I don't know where I've heard it, though. Anyway, that is the end of the comic. So, um, yeah, season 11 is really good. So, I recommend, if you loved Smallville, the show, and you want to see, Wonder Woman or the Lanterns or, characters they couldn't do on the show, they put them in these comics. So, like, they're, even though I haven't read them yet, in the 5th volume, it's called Olympia or whatever, and uh, Wonder Woman shows up. And in the 7th volume, it's called Lantern, and Clark becomes Green Lantern. So, which I plan on reading. I plan on reading all of them. So I heard the not the last volume, the 9th volume. I heard that is a Crisis of Infinite Earths storyline. So I'm curious to read that. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. So I'm sorry if you couldn't see most of the pages. So uh, I did try to show you guys. So, uh, but anyway, yeah, get this comic, guys, because it's pretty good. I do plan on getting the 3rd volume when I get a chance. I'm focusing on mainly Batman comics right now. So when I go through, buying, getting Superman comics and stuff, I'll probably, do reviews for more Smallville. But yeah, anyway, Smallville season 11, Detective. So it's cheap on Amazon. Go get it. It's a good read. So. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. So, by the way, tomorrow, don't forget, it's Martin Luther King Day, and if you keep up with my Twitter or my last video, I talked about how in Arkham City there is Calendar Man, and you have to talk to him on 12 holidays. That's one of the holidays I'm going to talk to him on. So keep an eye out for that, guys. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a good day, and yeah. Night, guys.